and welcome to the Sober Boys podcast. Today, Cowboys, Rangers, and is Chris dead? Stay tuned to find out. Hey. First of all, to answer the question, Chris is not dead. He actually called in. He said he's got something called Penuse flaccidity syndrome. I don't know what it is. He would not elaborate on it. But the fact is, he ain't here. Not a problem. I'm sober enough to do the show because this is the Sober Boys show. And you know what? I kind of want to talk about the Cowboys. Because a lot of people going into that game predicted that the Broncos were going to win. However, not many people predicted that they would win the way that they won. The Cowboys kept it close. Romo was throwing bombs. My man Terrence Williams went off for over 100 yards. But it just was not enough. And as interesting as the game was, I think it was overshadowed by the fact that it was lost in such a way to where the age-old discussion sprouted back up. Is Romo great or does Romo suck? It's complicated because the dude put up 500 yards of offense by himself. The receivers didn't really do anything. They just kind of were there catching passes and running afterwards. Romo got that done by himself because he's kind of a badass. On the other hand, at the end of the game, Romo does what most people would say Romo does, which is get your hopes up and then throw an interception. We saw it to end the season last year against the Redskins. We saw it again tonight. Some people harken all the way back to the botched extra point of playoff game of the past against the Seahawks. And, people keep saying, is Romo good? Is Romo horrible? Well, he's kind of both. He can put up great numbers. He can keep your team in it. And at the same time, he's got the tendency to, I don't know if it's at the end of the game, he tries to force it. I doubt very seriously that he's got like some weird mental problem where he can't breathe in the last drive of the game and he's like blinking hard and trembling. I don't think that's the case. I think he's trying to play his game and he just maybe he's trying to make something happen when he doesn't have to. For example, on that last play, Jason Garrett said that Romo should have checked down, and obviously Romo knows that now after checking the tape. Hell, he probably knew that right after he threw the pick. But yeah, he really is a great quarterback. He's the reason we are even in that position in the first place. It's not the defense. The defense didn't get us there, I promise you. But no one cares about the defense. They care about Romo. He's the lightning rod. He's the guy that people want to pick on or praise, and that's the case with the quarterback position anyway. But then you throw in Dallas Cowboys, and then you throw in Tony Romo. That name, it's a civil war. It turns Cowboy fan against Cowboy fan, talking about, is Romo a really good quarterback or does Romo suck? Well, I find it hard to agree with someone that says Romo sucks. Romo doesn't suck. Blaine Gabbert sucks. Blaine Gabbert can't do anything. He's a bad passer. He doesn't know who to throw it to. He doesn't throw it properly. unless he's thrown it to the other team. He's great at that. Romo does not suck. You can tell me, hey man, Romo's not a winner. Okay, well, he's kind of proved that, hasn't he? He's not a winner. He doesn't thrive in late game situations. I don't know. I also don't think he's a 100% there. And nut up or shut up time at the end of games. But like I said, I doubt he's trembling and crying and praying to get out of this situation. I think that he is focused. There's just something about him, man. It's like he short circuits. He's a great passer. He's a great scrambler. And he's a great decision maker until the last drive. Again, I can't explain it. I do personally get sick and tired of seeing that happen. I would much rather. You know what they should do? The Browns would love Romo, wouldn't they? We should trade Romo to the Browns for some draft picks that fixes everybody's problem. There you go. See, and then we don't even have to talk about Romo anymore because he'll be a Brown. See, I should be the GM. I just fixed the Cowboys' problems. Trade Romo to the Browns. Get a first and a second. Maybe a third, But we're talking about a franchise quarterback here. He's got several good years left in him. Browns need a quarterback. I mean, you got to admit, Romo is a top 8 quarterback in the league. Even Romo haters have to say that. How could the Browns turn down a top 8 quarterback? They've been looking for a quarterback their entire franchise history. They've never had one. We'll give you one, Browns. Come on, Cleveland. Take Romo. Give us the picks. And we'll shave your butt for you as an added bonus. And by we, I mean Stephen Jones. He'll shave your butt. But, bottom line, Cowboys lost. It doesn't matter whether you lose by 40 or lose by 1. You get the L. Luckily, we seem to be in a division, NFC East, where you're not going to need a whole lot of wins. However, when you're playing another NFC East opponent, that would be a good time to win, to utilize your skills and get a W. And the Cowboys have the Redskins coming up. And we'll talk about that next on the Sober Boys podcast. Be right back.
It kills me not to know this, but I've all but just forgotten what the color of her eyes were, and her scars or how she got them, has the telling signs of age.
Well, it's that time. It's the Redskins time. Robert Griffin. He's wanting to mess everything up. He's wanting to run around, throw deep, and destroy everything. Will the Cowboys let him destroy everything? And I'm here to say that they might not have a choice because obviously we've got some issues on defense. I understand that it was Peyton Manning that ripped us a new butt last game, but honestly, he hasn't ripped that many new butts. He's just beat people pretty good. Like, he straight up embarrassed our defense. And that's bad. I used to have a principal one time that always said, that's bad. You know what? That's bad. I don't think we're going to be able to stop many offenses from here on out. Slow them down? Maybe. Slow down the Redskins? Perhaps. But the one thing we should be looking forward to is that our offense woke up in the last game. And unless the coaches are mentally handicapped, and I'm going to be honest, sometimes it seems like they might be. But if they have an inkling of common sense in them, They will run a similar offense. They will throw the ball downfield. They won't do wide receiver screens and zone reads and little hook routes that are basically screen passes themselves. I think we're going to be throwing it down the field. And I don't think the Redskins are going to have a lot to do about it. I think the one problem we might have is a pass rush. I think the Redskins can get to Romo better than Denver did. And that's assuming they're even going to be called the Redskins. I don't know. Are they going to have to change their name before the game? They might. Because I read somewhere online that Barack Obama said that they had to change their name. And as you know, when Barack Obama says something, whether you agree with it or not, you've got to do it. Just like the healthcare reform. We don't have a choice. So the Redskins may not have a choice. And it's not like they can run and hide from Obama. He lives there. He lives in Washington, D.C. There's nothing they can do about it. Are they going to change their name to the Redfish? Are they going to change their name to the Foreskins? Which part of the name goes? Are they going to change red or skin? Maybe they can turn it around and be the Skin Reds. That doesn't even make sense. No one can be offended about the Skin Reds. Who's going to complain about the Skin Reds other than fans of that team who don't want to wear a Skin Red shirt? Well, hell, Cleveland's got the Browns. It doesn't get a lot worse than just the color of poop. So the Skin Reds, they can get a pass rush. The Cowboys don't have a lot of answers for a good pass rush. They've got answers for a bad pass rush. We'll block them. But a good pass rush, outside of Romo turning into a Jedi and deflecting people with his lightsaber, I don't think they can do much about it. However, if the Cowboys can contain the pass rush, I expect the Cowboys offense to roll over the Foreskins defense. And, to the tune of, 40 points? And how many are the Redskins going to score? 25? I don't know. Maybe the Foreskins score 14. Maybe the Redfish score 42. I don't know. I'm not a psychic. But I do know the Cowboys can score. Now, the fact that I just said that the Cowboys will probably score a lot of points, by a general rule of predicting NFL games, the opposite will probably happen. That's just how it works. Don't ask me and don't argue. You can't argue. It's a podcast. I'm going to have to say that based on that rule, the Cowboys are probably going to score about 20. That's it. They're going to score 20, which tells me that the Redskins are going to have a phenomenal pass rush. And, could the Cowboys lose again? Could that happen? Hell yeah, it could happen, and it probably will. So I'm here to tell you that the Cowboys are probably going to lose to the Washington Redskin Fish to the tune of, 28-20, maybe 28-26. That's what's going to happen. The Cowboys are going to lose 28-26 because they will fail to convert the 2-point conversion. Nobody will be open. Romo will either throw a funky looking pass or he'll attempt to scramble and be just short of the goal line. Might fumble. He's got a 60% chance to fumble. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. I just figured it out. I apologize to anyone that was trying to avoid a spoiler. Sorry about that. But you already heard it, so I'll repeat it. The Washington Red Foreskins are going to win 28-26. And, man, unfortunately, people are going to blame it on Romo, no matter what. But hey, he makes a lot of money, and let's face it, if he loses, and that's the worst thing that's ever happened to him, then he's had a pretty good life. You know, I've seen his wife. He's got some good stuff going on. But keep an eye out. Keep an eye out on them foreskins. Let's keep an eye out on that name change. The big man called for it. It's going to happen, whether you like it or not. Be right back. The Rangers lost. We need more hitting. We need more pitching. Nolan and JD are fighting. Something horrible is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but we got to fix it. I'll be right back. Well, I had fun. Did you have fun, Chris? All right, Chris had a great time. And Chris, good luck with the Panus flaccidity syndrome. Don't know what it is. Not sure why you have an ice pack on your crotch. Don't really care. We'll see you guys next time, both of us, probably, on the Sober Boys Podcast. See ya.